Welcome, everyone, to Akron, Ohio, and home of the Akron Zips, where the fans have been eagerly anticipating this matchup, one that could call back the glory days once seen in the old Rubber Bowl. Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the 22nd ranked team in the land, the Akron Zips. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Zips will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. So Alabama's offense is going to be backed up thanks to that lackluster return. And there he is. When you build a tight end, you'd build one just like this, especially with those reliable mitts, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, he makes big plays in big games. Watch for him on third down in the red zone. He has a chance to leave an impact in this game.
Well, it's so nice to have such a big body that when he's covered, he's open, right? Like, it doesn't matter because he's got great hands and that big frame he can really utilize.
First down for this offense. He'll start this drive firing. Caught over the middle. It's Robbins. Tackle is made at the 22, but a nice 10-yard pickup there. The transition of Alabama quarterbacks over the years has been fascinating, from the dreaded game manager label to playmaker.
To playmaker, to spread it out, to Heisman winner. I mean, that's how much this offense has changed and evolved, and they're going to be aggressive, and they're going to score points in this new age era.
And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf.
I'll say this, man, in college football you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack, once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Got the completion on the last play, still some work to do on second down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job game tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
You got to think they'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. Looking to throw for it. Makes the grab down the middle. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Just a little off. Incomplete.
It's second down.
Now 2nd and 10. Now the play fake. Fires to the big fella. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
They have it at the 43, third and short, trying to avoid making a decision on fourth down. To the air, it's Hill. Looking for his man. And that pass intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense.
All right, good news, the game just got started. There's still a lot of football left to play. The bad news is that you've already now turned it over and handed the defense an interception. Quarterback's going to have to be more dialed in with his decision-making in this game.
Offense getting set for first down. He wants to throw. Makes the grab. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. They've got it at the 37. It's first and 10. From the gun, the running back has it. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well give it to him again. Defense holds their ground, pickup of a yard. It's at the 26.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. Those guys, those running backs coming, they just need a mitt. They put one mitt on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Hold it.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Let's see what they've got on second down. He'll pull it on the read. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
How about the defensive end understanding football, understanding that I got to keep outside contain. I'm responsible for the quarterback. Good job playing his responsibility. And how about getting that sucker on the ground? He's a pretty good athlete to be able to corral him, tackle him right in the middle of the field, and get him to the ground.
On third and long, he'll need to push it downfield. He makes the catch close to the sticks, but he'll be a little short of the first down. And here comes the field goal unit. And he's got to find the right combination of distance and accuracy from the right hash and 45 yards out. It's good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
Well, this team knew coming into tonight's game they had to get momentum early, playing at home. They want to get the crowd into it, so you get a beautiful drive here to start this thing. You would have liked to cap it off with a touchdown, but listen, you set yourself up for a field goal, you knock it through the uprights, you've got the lead, everything right now looking good.
Here comes that Alabama offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive there.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him, maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to throw, it's Green. Fires to the big fella. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Makes the grab down the left side. Running toward the tape. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Bama!
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they put points up in electrifying fashion with an 82-yard toss for 6. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Power football with the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Get it out on the screen. Oh, there's the ball. Oh, and he's able to get back on top of it and avert the turnover. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. A 3rd and long coming up here. Looking for a man. It's Coffee. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. The Zips will punt this one away. Now a fair catch is called for and made just shy of midfield. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Looking to pass on 2nd down. Going over the top. Makes the catch. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown Tide.
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver's streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. Receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Zips take over, and Akron ready to get that offense to work. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Back to throw, it's Coffee. Now improvising. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
And that goes down as an incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was, so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
And that is such great execution by this offense. 3rd down and 2. They know you're running the football, but they were physical. Great job creating a little bit of space. Not only do you get the 1st down, you chew up a bunch more yards, too. Nice execution by this offense.
Ball in trying to take it back. Inside the 10. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Alabama! The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Back to throw, it's Coffee. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Quarterback will audible. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Got it on the outside. It's Curry. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. They'll run it from the gun. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. And the Zips headed quickly to the line. On second down, he's looking downfield. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete. Let's see if the defense comes after them. 3rd and short from the 45. Quarterback quick pass to the receivers. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They go to the ground. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work.
Get set.
They'll go right back to it. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
Back to pass, it's Coffee. Makes the grab over the middle. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. The Zips come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
Setting up the screen. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. So close to cashing it in for this offense. A first down run on the doorstep. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. second and goal coming up. Lets it fly. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Akron. That dude's really big. How in the world did they lose him?
Because down here he does a lot of blocking, play a lot of man coverage in the red zone. What do? Peek in the backfield, and you lose the big field. I don't know how he lost that big of a guy, but he lost the race.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes that Alabama offense. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field.
Hold it. Offense.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Line getting set on 2nd down. Running back goes in motion. To the air, it's Hill. Fires to the wideout. Oh, so close to paying off. The tip really had it in his hands, but it falls incomplete.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy has had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stops. The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. This feels like a pivotal moment. Get the ball back on the punt. You need to put points on the board on this drive.
Yeah, it's a sense of urgency right now has got to be high for this offense. Trailing the way they are here, David, they've got to be able to put something together, score some points, and build confidence.
Yeah, it's not panic time, but you do want to build that confidence and find something that you can do well to start to build on. I think this offense is starting to figure themselves out a little bit.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
3rd and short now from their own 48. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down. And the Zips will hustle to the line. They're getting this guy lathered up. He tried to find some running room, but they get him stopped. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, and nowhere to run.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. To the air. It's Coffee. He looks that one in nicely. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Akron.
Fourth down and inches, and you go read any book you want to, any analytical measure, and it will tell you, go for it. The Zips are moving quickly down the field. Using his legs, it's Rasmussen. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. Quinn with the running game on first down, now back at it. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Complete to the right. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
And I put my tight end in the slot to get a good matchup, right? And I throw these corner routes to him. Here's the good thing about being a quarterback. I can kind of underthrow those if I want. Those big bodies, they usually come back and get it, and they're so much more physical than the guys they're going against. Nice throw, nice catch.
Can't get him to the ground. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The give. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Zips. He'll try to tack on one more. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time when you see the players a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack, that was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that 2nd down really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. This offense has a 2nd down play. Looking downfield, it's Green. Got the quick pass. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. That was a really nice catch and an even better run after the grab.
Yeah, and get that ball to your playmaker. What's good about having him in the slot is he can go either direction. You can get him matched up on somebody that's not as fast, and you watch, he can run away from those linebackers or safeties.
Makes the catch. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Quickly to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
They'll have to get it to the 37 on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. This is a game of swings and momentum and a great opportunity here after scoring on the last drive, getting a stop, and now you have the football back.
They're playing well right now in all three phases, and they're complementing each other. So now, David, it's up to the offense here. It's up to this quarterback to lead this offense down the field to get a score.
Yeah, and to stay aggressive, to understand we've had success, we got this goal in the right way. Now I don't need to change anything. Go back to your go-to plays. That's now got you some momentum back in your favor.
Back to pass, it's Coffee. He unleashes a long one. It's complete. A huge pickup. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. They'll try the run. All down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs. And the Zips have it with a 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
Well, the QB looked like he knew where he wanted to go with that football, but give the defense credit. They were able to swat that one away.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, and everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. And he'll line this one up from 53 yards out and try to bang it through. It is good.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. As expected, looks as if they'll run it out and go into halftime with a lead. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a magnificent game there so far in Akron. The passing game for both sides has been outstanding. On point, unrelenting. They've excelled in the short game, the intermediate game, and especially on the deep ball. All in all, a thrilling display of offensive firepower, and these defenses have a lot to discuss here at halftime. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at InfoCision Stadium.
Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Zips take over at Akron, ready to get that offense to work. They ought to have some confidence based on that first half performance, but they certainly can't let up in a game like this.
And I think this possession is really, really important. I say that because they had a lot of success, but they're still losing because the defense can't stop anyone. They need to set the tone here in the second half.
And it's exactly that, David. You got to create momentum here early in the second half. You only do that by going out, marching the ball down the field, and scoring right away, trying to put pressure on the opposing offense.
Dropping back, it's Coffee. Fires to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
They'll throw on 3rd and short. Finds his man. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
And because the receiver was able to drive back to the QB on that curl route against man coverage, he was able to create a little bit of separation between him and the defender, and that was a big key in getting that first down.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on second and short. The give to the back. The Zips have enough for the first down.
So far, everything's just seemed to work for this offense when they wanted to run the football. Regardless of what down and distance it is, they're able to get it done. Up front, getting a lot of push, and these backs are finding the holes.
Makes the grab. It's Curry. Tackled immediately after the catch.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
And the completion gives them a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. And the Zips want to pick up the tempo. From the gun to give, looking for room.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Quickly out to the tight end. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. The Zips come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air, it's Coffee. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Operating in the red zone here on second down. They'll go to the ground. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Touch pass on the run. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. And this field goal team has been busy. This kicker comes out for the 3rd time tonight. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And now they take the lead. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. On the move from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Here comes that Alabama offense. Looking for a productive play on first down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
Makes the grab, and he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. Big-time playmakers on the outside. Now, look, Alabama's had great receivers. Ozzie Newsome, David Palmer way back in the day. But nowadays, it's sort of part of the DNA for the Crimson Tide.
Man, the run they had for several years was unbelievable with Judy and Ruggs and Cooper and Devontae Smith. Like, we can just keep going on guy after guy after guy that they had that wore that uniform that was a big-time elite playmaker on the outside.
Coming to the line, looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 29. They'll try to get it through the air. The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. And the holder will place it down on the left hash, a 47-yard try coming. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. He'll bring it out. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to...
He is smashing people. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup. You can feel the momentum starting to swing in this stadium. It's 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. Collisions and power on display, and after all of that, just back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. To throw, it's Coffee. Finds his tight end. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, Dave?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Nice quick throw there, and it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw, and you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here in the game.
And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. And the Zips will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking for a gap. It's Rasmussen. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. They'll give it to the back. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the 1st down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Back to throw, it's Coffee. Fires a bullet, now it's picked off. Past the 50. Past the 30. Past the 10. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Just one moment, and all of a sudden, the fortunes turn.
You're in a position where you're about to give up points, and now you flip that around and you put points on the board. Perfectly executed. What do you do in an interception? First guy blocks the intended receiver. Everybody else starts to form a wall where the ball's going. Nice blocking, nice interception, nice return for the touchdown.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
And the incompletion brings up a second down. The give on the inside. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Now looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 26. Wide out in motion. He's looking to throw. Time to take a shot. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Zips will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes a move. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake will get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys.
There's a live football. Oh, looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. A first down for the offense.
And that right there, probably the biggest play in this game so far. The offense has the lead, and they're just trying to run the football to run this clock out. But the defense able to knock it out, jump on it. Now all of a sudden, this kid...
And he hauls it in at the 25. And the Zips want to crank the tempo.
How great is it to have a running back who can basically run your entire route tree? You don't see a lot of guys line up and then run vertically down the field, get open, and make a big play. This dude is special.
They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
The give to the tailback. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking for a man. It's Coffee. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Didn't get much. Picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Pushes his way for a couple and gets it to the 7-yard line. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He breaks a tackle. They needed that extra space as he bangs his way to the 14.
And ball security at this point is at a premium for this offense. You're backed up in your own end. You've got the lead, so you want to be able to run the football and stay on the field, bleed the clock. But you know the defense is going to be ripping away at it, right? They're going to be trying to get access to the football and forcing a fumble. So whoever's got the ball has got to have 2 hands on it this drive.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. And now the offense will come onto the field again. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on fourth downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots and make those big plays.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Finds the tight end. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. The Zips racing to the line in the hurry up.
And, man, this quarterback has had a day. With that pass, he goes over 300 yards on the day. Really nice job executing, putting up some yards today. Pretty good day for the young man.
And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. And here comes the offense on second down. The aerial assault continues. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Looking to throw, it's Coffee. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Got it past the marker. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you've got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the first down. He can just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
A first down run in the red zone. Touchdown, Akron! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Yeah, I tell you what, great job by this offense. Great execution. You drive down the field, you get the score. Now what's your 2-point play? You practiced it all week. What's your go-to in this moment late in the 4th quarter when you need the 2-point conversion?
Now they'll try to tie it up with the 2 late. Fast motion from the offense. Quick touch pass to the receiver. He is denied. Stopped short of the goal line, trying to tie the game, and he will not get the 2-point conversion. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Here comes that Alabama offense. They still have the lead here, Jesse, but this would be a good time to put together a drive.
You're right, Reese. You can't rest easy right now. You just watch the opponent drive down the field and score a touchdown of their own, so you've got to answer that here. Your playmakers better step up.
And I don't know what it is about momentum. In all the locker rooms and all the years, coaching, everything, you can't quantify it, you can't measure it. And the momentum has swung to the other side. You got to get it back.
We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a 1-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Wide receiver shows motion. The handoff, keep working on that clock.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
At this point, the defense has little choice but to sell out to stop the run on 2nd and 7. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. How bold will they be on third down after that last run? Scanning the field, it's Hill. And they can't make the play on third down.
And that's a big play for the defense. Playing at home, you're trailing. You need to create takeaways. You got to get the ball back. Nice job breaking on that one and knocking it away.
A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. They took it down the field for a touchdown the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to take the lead in this football game.
So they got to be feeling good. They did their part, score. Your defense does your part, Jesse. This offense, keep that momentum. I would say stay aggressive here.
And just keep doing what you were doing on that last drive, right? Well, whatever was working for you, just go back. Keep using those same playmakers to allow you to go down here and score a touchdown.
How aggressive will they get on 1st and 10? The give to the back. Steamrolls his way ahead. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the ball.
And the Zips with the 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Trying to beat the D deep. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Aggressive versus reckless. It's such a fine line when you're trailing and you need to make plays late in the game. The offense was reckless, turned the football over, and this one doesn't look great.
And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. Scoreboard operator got a workout in this one. Fun game for us to watch, but they can't come up with the W.
Yeah, and it's a team game, right? The offense did their job, and now defense will have to find a way in the future to make better plays, get stops, and stop them scoring so many points, especially when your offense does their job.
And we see a lot of games like this in college football when both offenses are just trading blows back and forth, and it just comes down to which defense can get a stop. And unfortunately for the losing team, they just were not able to get it done.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.